Yeah, please.
Um, Greetings, everyone. This is Azuma, and our team Own Your Growth is here with yet another interesting session with Sham Rajsekhan sir. So, Sham Prasad Rajsekhan sir is a entrepreneur, a keynote speaker, and the co-founder and chief operations of Veg Roots Agri-Tech Private Limited. So Vegroot is a B2C, that is a business to customer supply chain platform for connecting farmers and consumers by employing technology and values. And this initiative has created employment for transgender and unemployed youth and women in the locality. He's also an energetic mentor and a guide who loves to help students and educational institutes to grow beyond. Today, Sir will be sharing with us about his journey and experiences so far as a young and vibrant professional. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much for having me on board today. Such a great honor to be present for this wonderful session. It's a great privilege. In fact, it has been handled by and run by the youngsters today. So I feel very proud about it. First of all, again, I would like to thank everyone for giving this opportunity. And let's go ahead with the flow. I think like they have few questions to shoot, and it's going to be a challenging thing to attain everything. Yes, you're not audible. You're not audible.
First, we would like to know how did you start? How did this start?
All right. I myself am from Coimbatore, actually, a town in South India. Hope you all know. And basically, I'm 25-year-old right now. I started my journey and the career in the age of 18. When I was 18, I started actually. And basically, I'm a backbencher and I don't study well. So that is the reason, high reason why I came into business actually. And I am an accidental entrepreneur, in fact, at some point. So and at some point of time, I realized that there is a huge need for innovation and creativity in this competitive world, and I just wanted to do something on my own, and that is how it all started playfully. And at some point of time, I realized that again there is a need for youth and women and the people so-called transgenders to be employed with everything, and who are unemployed, who need support, so that I created an opportunity in terms of employing everyone, and slowly it started moving to this level actually. And to tell me about myself, there is nothing much to tell. Yes, so I haven't done anything in my life. I'm just going through the failures.
Can you tell us about your initiative? How did you start?
Basically, when I was 18, I started actually, and myself and my friend, Mr. Padmanabhan, who is the founder of No Food Waste, we together started an initiative called No Food Waste, which we thought of, connecting the hunger stomachs and the people who waste the food actually. And we started an initiating platform when we were around 18, and it was about to in 2014 actually. Yes, I believe. And it was one fine day when we got a call saying that approximately around 60 or 70 people can be fed with excess food. We together started traveling in the public transport. We went there, we picked all the foods which was leftover, in fact, and we picked up all the foods and we came back to our town actually. And we saw a 78-year-old lady, and we gave her the food packet. She was like told only one thing, and that was really such a great initiative. And she told like, you'll be great in your life, you'll be succeeding in your life, keep doing the same whatever you are doing right now. And that was the first start of my career. And my first corporate job is to help people, and that is how my thing started actually. And slowly I got into, and today we operate in over 60 12 cities across India, feeding over 60 lakh hungry stomachs. And the day when we started in 2014, we had only dream to support people, but today we also have few dreams to overcome actually. So that's the high reason where we started a startup in 2017, probably when we were 20, 21 years of old. And being a backbencher, I don't study well. My parents aren't affordable to, support for my new business. But initially, I had some passion and interest to build a new business in 2017, and probably it started with 9 rupees. called a company called Twirltact, which is an initiative to support the young children on technology-based education, which is called hands-on learning methodology, which I haven't gone through in my life, and I gave it to many children actually. They were very happy about the idea, and it took up to over 130 schools across India at some point of time. And I also started working with many colleges, in fact, to bring this initiative to education institutions to train kids on and students on IoT and technologies actually. And due to some issues with the investors of the company, being a founder, I had to exit the organization. And again, it was a big failure for me, but I didn't think that it's going to be a failure. It's going to be a learning. I took it as a learning. And I started one more company called Veggiroot Agritech Private Limited. It's a B2C supply chain platform connecting farmers and consumers last year. It was almost 9 months now. And today we operate in 5 different cities across India, like Coimbatore, Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Goa, and Kanyakumari. And my vision is to even do it in small towns actually. And probably it will be present in 300 cities in another 3 or 4 months down the line. So it is going to be, it is fastest evolving, supply chain platforms. And we employ technology, we involve women and transgenders to be employed with us. And probably so far, it's going well. We have close to 6,000 customers. So we are expanding our business to the next level with supports of and blessings of people like you. Yes, it's all about.
Sir, all the best for your future ventures as well, sir. And I was listening to your other talks as well on YouTube, and I remember in one session that the co-speaker in that session was commenting that you went on to reach with the needs of the people. Like you went and met with people and asked what they really needed. And so, what? So we are a set of students who are studying naturopathy and yoga, which is a 5.5 years of medical course. So we know that today healthcare is very expensive, and through alternative medicine and yoga, which are cost efficient as well as they have no very less side effects. Also, this can be a really good thing for poor people or the primary level as well. So for your discussion, you would have been talking about the food needs, how their supplies aren't being taken to the market or isn't reaching the customer, and that's how Veggiroot has come to place. So can you tell us what do you think is the health problems that these people face? Have they shared such things with you?
Yeah, in fact, people are not aware of health in terms of health perspective, because people run beyond money, and if they are in some struggle, they think like, okay, then we have to struggle hard again to earn some money so that we can help our family and our people. So that is how people think actually. But beyond that, out of 100, there might be one or two who thinks like we have to be our health is to be better at some point, and things like that actually. I'm very much concentrating basically on the nutritive health of the children who are staying at slum areas, staying at government hospitals, who have been working on the ground, and people actually. And I have been insisting them about to take kind of vitamins and whatever is required for betterment of your health. I have been suggesting them actually. But due to affordability or due to varied issues or might be things, they are not able to afford whatever we are going through right now. Probably that might be one issue. And they are obviously ready if they are able to get it at free of cost, get anything at free of cost. It's because of not because of the people who have converted them actually. It's because of the government people, or might be it's because of the poverty which might have made them to think like that. And probably health is the most important factor to run every day actually. So that is the most important factor. In fact, I think like people should be very much aware of health, and like initiatives like what you people do, like you are going through naturopathy, you are going through yoga and other aspects actually. I just wanted to share one thing. I was in very big stress for the last 1 year actually, and it's because of I had to exit the company, and I had close to 100 people being working with me. From scratch, I built it, and that was my brand, in fact. And at some point of time, people who has vitamin M vitamin M so-called money who came in, who just wanted to push me out of the organization and made me to exit actually. And due to that, I was in hectic stress and I was literally like drowning at some point. So what I did was like I took a 5 day break. I went to a place nearby our city. It is so-called Valga Valamudan, I think so. So you could have gone through that actually. It is run by Swami actually, Swamiji. And I went there. I spent at least 5 days there. It was a very pleasant experience, experiencing the yoga and all other aspects of yoga. And I was really, 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 you don't believe, I was really stress free at some point after, when I exit the place actually. So I came to know how important is yoga, how important is health, and how important is to take care of yourself when you work hard or when you whatever you do. It's most important to take care of health. Actually, I think like yoga played a major role in my life to change my way of thinking about the people in society. So not only my health. Actually, yeah.
Glad it's always pleasure hearing someone tell about how they have benefited out of yoga. So my next question is, why do you think you should get into entrepreneurship or go ahead, pursue their dreams, start startups, not just go for a 9 to 5 job?
Yeah, it's literally a challenging question actually, but I wish to answer this in a different way. So choosing a 9 to 5 job will give me a ratio called 6543210. 6543210 is a ratio where I have measured as 6 digit salary, 5 days of work, a four-wheeler car, and might be a three bedroom flat, and a couple of people in home not having parents with you, and probably only one child, and zero tension is life. Actually, this is what people think today. This is what people wants to have today because they want to be comfortable at any point of time and they don't want to take big risk actually, and they have big dreams, but they have fear of failures actually. And people like that are 99% in India today. But problem is like if it is going to be like this, then probably like companies from abroad will be catching up India, and we'll all be in trap with them actually. And salary is always a tool called, it's a drug actually. Salary is a term called drug actually, which people give it to you and make you addicted to it actually. This is what has been framed for the last 20-30 years down the line. But becoming an entrepreneur or taking up such challenging things is not mandatory for a person to take up. But in my life, in my strategy, why I took entrepreneurship is something like I had no other option because I don't study well. I had backlogs in my engineering. I had backlogs in my diploma. I had backlogs in my 10th standard actually. So being the worst student in the school, I had no other option actually. So I was the naughtiest in the school actually. But so my parents were like, you are not going to, grow in your life, and your life is going to be a failure at some point. So that is what I believe, and they told me actually. And I told like I'll be a successful person within another 10-20 years down the line. You don't need to give me anything. You don't need to suggest me any jobs or anything else. I just wanted to pursue whatever I wanted to. Just that's the only dream which I had actually. And many people criticized, many people pushed me out of even houses actually. I don't want to get into anyone's trouble. At some point I realized that there is a huge need for entrepreneurship. I realized that I have good potential to build a new business from scratch. So that is how it all started actually. And I don't want to get into any formal job what people are going through right now, 9 to 5 job, which doesn't even give me satisfaction at any point. See, I'm talking with you today. So how it's possible? If I'm going to be employed within an organization, I might be working from 9 to 5. I would have been known to 4 or 5 people today. But running an initiative, taking a challenging task, and I started company last year. Today it is crossing over $1 million bootstrapped firm today. So every dream is possible. I think like every dream is possible. So everyone can dream big. But the point is who works hard and who works smart wins actually. So being an entrepreneur is not something. It's not something very easy, but it's not going to be impossible. I think every dream is possible. So if I could have been got a salary, I would have earned 6 lakhs or 7 lakhs a year. That would be my restrictions actually. But today I've been employing 100 people, close to 100 people. So I've been impacting lives. I have been employing transgenders. I've been employing women. I'm talking to you because I have made a difference in society. It's not because I have been following others' dreams. I have been following my own dreams. Yes,
That's absolutely true, sir. Impacting lives, that defines everything.
true.
For youth who are willing to uh, do or follow their passion or take up an initiative, what tips would you like to give them?
Definitely. This is again a good question to answer. So, first point, start with what you have, do what you like, and do what you do. It's not about like you need million dollars to start a business, or you don't need any a good space or a good office space to start a business, or you have to follow others' passion or what others tell. It's not at all mandatory to have anything in your mind actually. Only thing is start with what you have, do what you like, and do what you know. These are three major perspectives which I follow usually. And whenever you wanted to start something, whenever you wanted to initiate a new business, whenever you have an idea of building up a new business, don't wait for an opportunity. See, waiting for an opportunity is obviously like waiting for a boat in the desert. So it's like you keep on waiting for a boat. Boat doesn't even arrive in the desert, and even water doesn't arrive in the desert. So it's obviously like waiting for an opportunity is like waiting for a boat in the desert. Don't wait for an opportunity. If you're going to wait for an opportunity, then obviously there will be hundreds and hundreds of entrepreneurs and companies being rising up every day. So start doing immediately, and obviously you will fail at the first point. So whenever you log in into your system, you'll find like a term called try again. Probably you have to try again. You have to learn from what could have been going through, and you could have again be adding a term called try again. Actually. So that is life actually. Don't think like everything will be in your plate and you can easily have it whenever you feel hungry. Actually, it doesn't even work in today's world. This is very competitive world, and I think like if each and everyone who wants to build a new business, who has passion, can build anything great. Only thing is you have to work hard and you have to work smart than how you are working hard. So these are few perspectives I have to tell. And probably when you start doing something, people obviously will offend you. People obviously will tell you that you'll be ending up in failure. And when you succeed, they'll be like, I told that day this guy will be succeeding. When you fail at some point, I told that day this guy will never be succeeding in his life. And this is the term which people used to tell actually. And you don't need to answer to anyone asking you what you're going to do or what you have done so far. You keep on going. People who keep on talking, just they'll talk, and people who keep doing, they'll keep doing actually. So don't think about the initial success. Don't think about initial failures, and don't take up anything to your mind or heart. Do what your heart says and go through what your mind says. That's it.
Well said, sir. That's really true. But I think everyone's struggle is unique, and everyone should opt for trying again, as you have told. I want to ask about veg roots again. Our naturopathy is like the mode of treatment or addressing health is through food, and food is not by giving some supplements or just, but complete wholesome food. So we stress our patients and health seekers to have good amount of vegetables and fruits that are fresh. And how did you end up at this point, seeking that the supply chains are very long and we can intervene to cut short the supply chain, everything, and then uh, deliver better goods to people?
Yeah, in fact, delivering, connecting farmers and consumers was also a big task for me initially. But about Vegroot, when it all started was last year during the pandemic. And because I just wanted to exit the organization and I started this Vegroot. Vegroot, the term how I framed Vegroot was veg is something called veggies or vegetables. And the root is the root we deliver vegetables. The root or the road we deliver vegetables. And that is how it all started. And probably I had only thing in my mind saying like I have been meeting a couple of farmers during the lockdown actually, the first lockdown last year. And when I was meeting them, they were like, I am not able to transport the veggies from my farm to the market. And in between, there are 5 to 6 middlemen being involved with this. And that was the first term which I got from them actually. And second point is customers were struggling very hard due to the pandemic and due to COVID reasons to get the veggies or right pricing from the retailers or might be from supermarkets or hypermarkets actually. So I thought of connecting both, and in between by involving different processes like quality check of vegetables to understand the pricing of vegetables each and every day, to reduce the pricing whichever is being delivered to customers, and probably never to bargain from the farmer communities. These were few terms which I had in my mind actually. If the farmer is ready to give it for 10 rupees, I'll be getting it for 11 rupees. I promise that actually. Because they are the one who is struggling very hard and they don't have huge dreams to, build a big house or get a Lamborghini. They just wanted to survive in their life. They just have only dream to survive in their life. Actually. And people like middlemen are just, they are just defeating the farmer communities. So I just wanted to eradicate this, and I started building this immediately. I don't want to wait. I thought by 9 p.m. in the evening, and I got a domain name on GoDaddy. Early in the morning, I started building a website about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I launched it about 6 or 7:30 in the morning. A website was launched within 3-4 hours, and the term was also framed. And what I did was like I started publishing a jot form kind of thing, saying like I'm going to deliver vegetables from farmers, and people ordered for the first order. It was about 22 orders for the first day when I started. So for 22 orders, I took my scooter and I went approximately around 20-30 kilometers from my place to villages. Actually, I procured all the vegetables from there, struggling the whole day. I met many farmers. I procured all the vegetables which were been think by them. And I came back to home and I started packing it in small covers, and I delivered it to my customers actually. I had 22 orders first day, second day I had 40 orders, third day I had 120 orders, and the orders raised up actually. And obviously I have to invest on technology, I have to invest on processes actually. So I invested on technology, invested on processes, and many people seeing this from many areas like Chennai and Bangalore and Goa started approaching saying, sir, we are interested to take up Veg Root within a month time. So I was literally shocked about the idea. But what made me to give this as a franchisee model, within 9 months of time, I took 5 franchisees. It was a biggest challenge for me. But at some point of time, I realized that I didn't sacrifice on pricing, I didn't sacrifice on timing, and I didn't sacrifice on the quality of the vegetable. These were the three secret perspectives which made me to grow this far within a year time. Within obviously it is not yet been a year. It's obviously been 9 or 10 months of time now. So I have been operating in 5 different cities actually. So these were the things which were possible. First is quality, second is timing, and third is the cost, which has been for the vegetables actually. And probably beyond that, I also help bring in social values to the organization. I also create new business opportunities for the people who don't have money, who doesn't have money, who wants to grow in their life, but who has lots of passion to do things. And not only people who has money can invest on this idea. People who has money can never enter into Veg Root at any point. So I don't believe in those stuffs actually. But at some point of time, I realized that there is a huge need for the quality. So I delivered the right pricing at right quality, and I made it possible. So and slowly I'm developing a nutrition chart every day, so which will be delivered to my customers so that they can understand nutritive value of each and every vegetable or the fruit. So that is also I have started doing it from last week. So I have hired nutritionists, I have hired food technology students, I had agri tech students, I have had biotech students to the initiative. So each and every initiative being run by, it's not only going to be a supply chain platform. It's going to change the whole supply chain concept into a different perspective. Yes.
That is one thing that is truly inspiring about the Veg Roots is that it is breaking all the norms, all the old forms of supply chain, which is actually good because during COVID, all of us were thinking, can somebody really drop all the veggies to our, because we can't also go outside, can somebody do this? And finding someone do this, and at my native place, I feel like, wow, this is really good.
That's
uh,
great actually.
can you tell how students of naturopathy and yoga can connect with you, or do you think we have a role to play in this supply chain to make a social change?
So yeah, since your people are into naturopathy and yoga, and I swear that out of many students you have chosen this domain. Actually, I feel very proud about it. First of all, so I should congratulate every one of you on my behalf, because people always wanted to get into business. They always want to get into technology. They always wanted to get into accounting or commerce. But beyond that, sourcing kind of naturopathy and yoga is something such a great initiative, which I feel very proud actually. And I have been associating with the 100-year-old grandma who got Padma Shri. Yeah, from Nanamal from Coimbatore. She's very known to me. She's been a big inspiration to me actually. And probably a 105-year-old, old grandma who got Padma Shri recently last month, who's again from our city.
And
I'm very proud
ambassador
about her. She also,
and ambassador of Vedros.
yeah, she's Papa Mal actually. She's also brand ambassador of Edgeroot. I feel very proud about it actually. So they all tell like people have to get into yoga. They all suggest people to get into the content, so called the fresh or might be the nutritive health benefits and everything. They keep on suggesting people actually because they have come across many things in their life, and they are still alive because they have followed these steps in their life. That is the most important factor why they are still alive. That is what I believe initially. And I feel that you people can connect with Wedgeroot, saying like, I invite you people, I welcome you people to create a big awareness across India. Like we can also make it as a big awareness or Guinness campaign where I can support you completely. It can be done in terms of associating with Wedgeroot, and by creating a big impact in society to tell people about the nutritive values of vegetables and fruits. Starting from that, you can get into naturopathy, connecting health of people, connecting health of each and every mindset of people can be changed through this. A small thing can be changed, can change the society. And third point might be you can also bring in how yoga is impacting humans mind and body and the soul actually. We can also work on these three perspectives, whereas I have experience in these three perspectives also. I welcome you people to give some suggestions, whereas if you can take up anything, I am ready to give you any opportunity. You give you people any opportunities. I'm ready to invest any amount, whatever is needed to develop anything in this world actually, because this world has to be in the right way what it was before 2019 or 2018 actually. So this is not the right way the world is going, I think. So I think like we all youngsters should come up with lots of initiatives. Don't go beyond the 9 to 5 job that doesn't have any satisfaction, that doesn't have any point of growth at any point. Just come, explore the ideas, grow beyond greater heights every day. Yes.
Totally, sir. Totally. Thank you so much, sir, for coming onto our platform and sharing your insights. Always, it's been very inspirational looking at all your LinkedIn posts because every post has an impact on life factor. So it's always inspiring to see your post, and I am personally very very happy to have you on our platform, sir. Thank you for accepting
Thank you
my
so
request.
much. Thank you so much. In fact, I'm very much blessed to hear this. And social media is the right platform to connect with the right people. So obviously, LinkedIn and pages like LinkedIn is such a great initiative. So kindly make use of it. And I feel very happy to be a part of this forum. I thank you for giving this opportunity. I thank your team for giving this opportunity. I feel very much inspired. Looking forward in association
Sure,
with
sir.
you for the long term process.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. Thank you.